All right. Okay, who's going to pray us in? Ellen's not here. Okay, Benita, go ahead. Thank you.
Oh, most wise and heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so very much for giving us the opportunity to come together to find out about us, Lord. Thank you, Father, for giving that one person the vision to state that it's time that we sit down and have this conversation. Lord, I ask a special blessing upon each household represented. Let us continue to be strong in you and strong in love for each other. This is what we ask in your son Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Okay, a little history about why this started is Phoebe and Marcus's fault. Phoebe said she and Marcus started talking about some things, and it made us realize there are a lot of things we don't know as a family that are rich and bone-chilling and things we never would have imagined. But it's time to tell the story. Now, the way I look at it, we've got segments that the three panelists will address, and then we'll open up for questions. What do you think?
Works for me.
Okay. So, Phoebe, since Mama is partaking, Phoebe wants to do the When Harry Met Sally segment, talking about Grandmama and Granddaddy meeting. Okay?
Can I ask Dorothy, does you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how they met? Mama, you remember?
Okay, so you can make up anything. Mama won't know.
Hit the space bar.
We can hear her, Janice.
You can hear her.
Yes, we can hear her.
Okay, Tom.
Okay.
So you can see her on the screen too,
Yes.
right?
You need to go over a little bit, Sid.
Okay. All right.
Okay, before I really say my parts, I want to ask Dorothy a question. Does she remember? They didn't meet together. They weren't doing day work. That ain't what Mama and them, when Mama was Mama's area when they was growing up. They won't do no day work and that they meet like that.
I am not really sure, but Uncle Richard used to live near Daddy's father and Uncle Richard's family, and Mama would visit Uncle Richard's family, aunties, nanny, Katie, and all that crew, live with them. And naturally, I mean, they visited one another. So I'm thinking that Mama may have met Daddy sometime during those times. I know Aunt Janie, Daddy's sister, met Mama that time. And just how what happened, I don't know. Because I'm thinking Mama used to visit with Uncle Richard's family. I think that's when she met Daddy.
So what were your thoughts, Phoebe?
Okay, I'm thinking that I thought Dad was working like a sharecropper they're working with their farms on the same farm. And I thought that's what she was saying. That was what Mama said.
So is that similar?
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what's the rest of the story that you know?
Okay, then I guess that's after they met. And then I guess they had this courtship, and then
I know they used to write letters.
Okay.
Write letters. We've seen some of the letters that Mama had written Daddy. And after we moved to our house, that's when we found the letters. They were in a box, and we went through them and read the letters.
So during this time, this is all over.
Evidently, he had a chance to shoot. These letters were actually mailed to him. He had kept them, so that's I know that she wrote Mr. Pagey.
Mr. Pagey.
Pagey?
Okay.
That was his nickname for her, from her.
He called him that, sounds like. That's what Grandmama called Granddaddy?
Yeah, on the letter, yeah, Mr. Pagey.
Maybe that's how she would spell it like that.
Yeah.
You have to talk loud, right?
But I guess that's where she spelled it like that.
Or she called him that.
She called him that.
Yeah.
She called Granddaddy Mr. Pagey.
In the letters.
She called Mr. Pagey, yeah.
But did she call him back? Did she call him back in person?
What you call him in person? What she called it?
That's what she had written in the letter. It said, dear Mr. Page. And I don't remember what the letter said, but there were several letters, and we discovered we teased Mom about how she.
No, who's the we?
Her children.
And they're still living to tell about it.
You talking about you, Uncle Bob, Aunt Bernice, Aunt Nita?
Aunt Bernice, baby Bernice.
Yeah.
Not Nita.
Yeah.
But Bernice, baby, not
Not Aunt Janet.
Just the three of you, the oldest. So y'all know who the three oldest are?
Three oldest girls or three oldest children?
Three oldest children.
Yeah.
Janice has it. Go, Janice.
Aunt Dorothy, Uncle Bob, and Aunt Bernice.
Very good. We'll ask for the next three a little bit later. Okay. Phoebe.
There was one other. There was Charles, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hey, Marcus. We get there. We just got the first three.
May not be able to tell. I am in a real bad traffic situation, but yeah.
Clarence. So we haven't gotten to Clarence yet.
Clarence,
We haven't gotten to Clarence yet. Y'all know the pattern, right? Anybody remember the pattern? What is it?
Girl, boy, girl, girl, boy, girl, girl, boy, girl, girl.
Okay. All right. Phoebe.
All was children. So the first three were born in South Carolina. Okay. I know that, don't you? And where was Granddaddy from? Fort. When he was Fort, South
Where's
Carolina.
Granddaddy from? Where's Aunt Arthur from?
That's what?
Daddy.
Where's
Granddaddy.
Granddaddy from? Fort.
Where did he grow up? Page?
He grew up right where, I don't, maybe in the area where he born. I don't know where Papa or Grandpa moved from.
So
It was
didn't
white,
y'all, what was that y'all lived near? Gaddy's Mill? Where was that? Where was that? Where?
See, that's when after Daddy married. He may have been working out on a farm out at Joe Bullock's farm. But that's where he took Mom to after they married. She went to a farm
Bullock.
at Gator's Mill.
Where was that farm?
Where Daddy worked. That was the white man, Joe B. Bullock. And he was working at that farm he worked on down near Gator's Mill.
When y'all come, we'll just have to ride down there, and where the house is, there's nothing but fields now, right, Mama?
Right.
We'll have to ride down there so we can take pictures to have it for posterity.
And we do want to put this in a hardcover book to share with each family, and then you guys decide how you want to disseminate it. Okay. Baby, buddy, you have something?
So evidently he was working with Joby when they got married. That's where he took Mom when they married. That's the house he took her to down on Joby Bullock's farm. And they got married June 24th, 1924. June 4th, 1924. And asked them, did y'all have a honeymoon? Said they got married one day, and the next day Daddy took her to a grassy tobacco patch where they had to start working on this farm. And that's what happened the next day after she got married. So that was the beginning of her married life. Grassy tobacco patch.
Tobacco patch.
Yeah, grass and growing up as tobacco head, but hold it out.
Okay. The homestead. This is where it started. Marcus and Phoebe were talking about the homes. So first y'all were living where? The three of you guys lived where? The five of you.
In South Carolina, Dillon County, at Gaddy's Mills section in Dillon County, South Carolina.
So what's that near?
Gaddy's Mill.
They live in the Gaddis Mill section of Gilman County.
Gaddis Mill, yeah, Gaddis Mill.
It's really not far from the church.
What church?
St. Paul.
Okay, I'm sure Marcus know what y'all know what Finn Road is, right? Off Finn Road, that y'all Finn Road, Dorothy.
It's off Finn Road, we across Finn Road.
It's cross. Okay, go further down and
Yeah.
okay, go further on down.
Y'all need to do better. Finn Road, come on, talk to us. For those of us who are not familiar.
Okay, I know. I didn't know Finn Road. The Marcus said that's how they go to St. Paul Church. Okay, go to St. Paul Church. You know, when you leave the house, my house,
Right.
and you go into the church. You go past the sign, go
You
down.
go to the crossroad and turn right. Where the dirt road is in front of you.
Let's leave Bonita's house,
Go leave Anita's house.
Okay,
Robert's house,
Okay.
close enough.
and come to the Arnott house, make a left turn.
Okay, hold on. Let's start. So leaving my house, we go to the end of the road, which will now become the dirt road. Back in the day, be the dirt road. You hang your right. You go down past. Remember the house that had the grapes in front of it, Muriel?
Yeah.
Okay, so right after you pass the house with the grapevine in front of it, there's a side road right there.
Yes.
You turn left.
Turn left.
Yes.
Yep. It was all dirt though.
Yes.
All dirt.
All dirt.
Okay, you're on the dirt road and you turn left from Uncle Bob's house?
From
That's
Uncle Bob's
Finn
house,
Road,
you turn-
right?
Yep.
That Finn Road?
At the Arnott house, turn left, and go to the stop sign, and keep on across the side that road. That would take you back to where we live, where we live.
Okay.
Yeah. And they'll take also take it again to the mill.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
That's near Lakeview?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kid, okay. What's that?
Okay.
Somebody's recording it now.
It's recording now.
Yeah.
Okay. Whose house was it?
The house we lived in.
Yes, ma'am.
It belonged to the landlord, Joby Bullard, Mr. Bullard.
So there was sharecropping?
Yeah, then it was sharecropping.
Okay.
So just think, all the end with 3 children, they try to work somebody else's wrong. That's something else, children.
So what now, Phoebe? Say that again.
3 children, and these young people, young couple with 3 children, they're doing sharecropping.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad. That's kind of hard, ain't it?
Question.
Okay, let's add up their age.
There we go.
Grandmama was 24, and when she had Mama, 26 when both Uncle Bob came along. 26 when Uncle Bob came along. 28 when Albertus came along. 3 children at 28 and a husband.
They working in a grassy field.
In a grassy field with no honeymoon.
That was the
And they
honeymoon.
made it. Okay. Right. What else, Phoebe?
So whenever they left Joby Bullard's, that's when Daddy moved on over to his daddy's place.
Yes.
Moved on over.
Yes, that in June 20, and December 29th, or December 30th, I think the last day of December 1929. That's when they moved to North Carolina. And at that time, Daddy moved into Grandpa's house, where we stayed until 1938.
Where was Grandpa's house?
That was the house was down in the field. The house was down in the field. The house is sitting outside Margaret's house now.
The stable, the barn and the stable.
Oh.
That dark wood barn that's behind Margaret's house.
That's the house we moved into.
Wait, was that called the pack house?
Huh?
Was that the pack house?
No.
No, that's what the sandbag was. That was the house the sandbag
Mule
was.
stable.
The mule and the cow.
Marcus, go.
The mule stable.
Yeah, we call it a carriage house.
Before you guys up there, that's when they had 3 more youngers in that house down there. Well, the house down there.
But wait. So Aunt Dorothy, What were your grandparents' names? I don't know that.
What my grandparents' name?
Yes.
My granddad's name was Frank Page, and his wife's name is Martha Ann. Martha Ann Page.
Those are granddaddies.
Those are granddaddy's people.
Yeah, granddad.
And tell the
That
grandma.
was the family reunion, right?
Right.
That's the Page family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the Ford family.
But Ford, their mama's mother's name was Louisa Ellen Arnett Ford. She born in Arnett. She married Ford. Her dad's name was William.
William. Okay.
William Ford.
William.
William Asbury Ford was her dad's name.
So grandma was an Arnett and her.
Yeah, she's an Arnett.
And Arnett Ford, right?
She married a Ford.
So
And
question.
Muriel.
Yes.
Okay, you remember where Vic's drive-in was?
I remember Vic's.
Okay, there was a little shopping center around it, correct?
No, it was standalone. Wasn't it, Marcus?
No. Wasn't there a little shopping center near it?
Yeah, it was like yeah. That's where Jill
Okay.
used to get his haircut.
There
That's
was
what Bill Bowser was. Remember Bill Bowser?
Yeah.
There was
Okay. Daddy used to get his haircut. Okay.
Okay, there was a tailor, a person that worked on clothes.
Yeah.
That's your cousin,
His name was
Joe
Joe.
Arnett. Joe Arnett.
You remember him, Marcus?
I remember them telling us we had relatives. Yeah, the Arnett. Yeah.
So he had a tailor shop in that little strip over there near Vic's.
Great
And
Arnett.
Joe Arnett's mother, which was Joe Arnett's mother was Judith. Okay.
Joe's daddy was Arnett.
Joe's daddy was Arnett.
Joe's daddy was mama's mother's brother.
Well,
So in Fayetteville, Joe Arnett had that business, the tailor business. One of our cousins.
Okay.
Let's go back for a second. Dorothy mentioned Uncle Richard. So Uncle Richard and Grandma were brothers and sisters?
No. Uncle Richard.
Uncle Richard was mama's daddy's brother.
Okay.
Yeah, Uncle Richard.
Uncle Richard was who now?
Mama's
daddy's brother.
William Ford.
Mama's
Grandmama's daddy's brother.
William Ford and Richard Ford were brothers.
Mama, Daddy, and Uncle Richard were brothers.
And
Okay.
Uncle Richard's first wife, Chessie, was sister to mama's mother.
Repeat
Right
that.
up in there.
Say that again, please, ma'am.
Aunt Chessie, Uncle Richard's first wife, was mama's mother's sister. Mama's mother
Her aunt. Okay.
is an Arnett. Uncle Richard's wife, Chessie, was an Arnett. So two brothers married two sisters.
Gotcha.
So we're double related on the Arnett side.
I'm double related on every side.
Right, Sheila.
Okay. How far did we get?
Why is it double related?
Because your mother's were sisters and the daddies were brothers. Mama's mother and
Mama's sister.
Mama's mother and Leon's mother's mother. Okay. Mama's mother, Louisa Ellen, was sister to Uncle Richard's wife, Chessie.
Okay.
And Chessie, and then William, Mama's daddy, and Uncle Richard were brothers.
We're brothers.
So two brothers and two sisters. So that's what we're looking at.
And so Chessie's children were cousin Leon, no,
So,
Uncle Jesse, cousin Jesse,
Ellen,
Harold.
Inez,
Okay. Okay.
cousin Inez.
We'll have to send out a tree.
And Jesse had Naomi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ruth.
Naomi and Ruth.
And her daughter named Jessie.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
Jesse
So
Blank.
we're gonna stop it in an hour.
Okay.
If we need to continue, we'll do it again because this is good stuff. How far we got?
The grandmama and granddaddy moving into the house behind Phoebe's house.
Okay,
Okay,
now
tell them what that house was there though.
The house that's behind my house now, it was down in the field.
oh, they moved the house?
They moved it, okay. It was in the field.
Where?
Tell them where in
How would you get to it?
Just walk through the field down.
The old road? The
Okay.
road that went to
go past the back of barn.
Y'all know anything about the back of barn? Oh, the back of barn used to be out there.
Yes.
Okay, go past the back of barn, all the way down. Just like in that opening behind Dean's house. You know where Dean lives?
Yes.
Opening down in there. The field, there's a
Yeah.
field down there. That house was down in that field.
Mm.
And in that house, they had 3 more youngins.
we had,
That's when.
they had Clarence, Janet,
Okay, start with Clarence,
Janet.
Janet, Almeda.
You didn't do the order.
No. Janet was next
Yeah,
to
gotta
Bernice.
do next. Another
Janet,
girl.
Okay, that girl.
Clarence, Almeda, Adrena.
Stop at your
Okay.
3.
So
Okay.
the first 3 was Dorothy, Robert, and Burns.
Right.
The next 3 was
Janet,
Janet, Clarence,
Clarence.
Almeda.
Almeda.
Okay, we're gonna stop this. Okay. Okay, we're going down Adrena. Go ahead. Okay, Lindsay was born there.
I'm not that before there too?
Yeah.
Aunt Nat was born there,
Right.
so need to put Aunt Nat there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question. So when Grandmama and Granddaddy, meaning Arthur and Ellen, came to live in that house, that was great granddad, that was Frank and Louisa's house, right?
Frank and Martha.
That was Frank and Martha's house. So were Frank and Martha living there when Grandmama and Granddaddy were living, when Arthur and Ellen were living there too?
Grandma died.
Martha had passed, right?
Yes.
Let Mama.
Oh yeah. Martha passed long ago because when
Let Mama answer.
before Daddy married, before they married, Martha Ann had died. And Granddaddy had raised his children. They were younger children.
Okay.
Daddy, Aunt Janie, Danny, and
Charles?
Uncle Charles.
Charles and all of
Charles.
them.
He had the younger ones.
Uncle Charles, Granddaddy.
Had the younger
Daddy was raising them, yeah. Granddaddy was raising them, yeah.
In that same house?
I guess so. As far as I know.
And so Granddaddy must be one of the oldest, huh?
Yeah.
Was Granddaddy one of the oldest children? Was Granddaddy one of the oldest children?
Oh no. Aunt Cora, Aunt Mary, much older than Daddy. They were old enough for Daddy's mom.
Wow.
Aunt Cora, Aunt Mary, I don't know, 14, 15 years older than Daddy.
So how did Granddaddy come to live on the farm with his dad? With Granddaddy Frank?
Okay, Granddaddy was losing his ability to farm the farm, and he was about to lose it. So Daddy came and redeemed the farm, and we continued to work it. He and Aunt Mary brought the farm back, got the farm back.
Okay.
And then Daddy had to work and pay Aunt Mary give Aunt Mary her part out of it. So the farm fell in Daddy's hands. That's his.
You know Aunt Mary, that's Daddy's sister, right?
Yeah.
Mary's one of the Daddy's sisters.
And that's Mitchell's mother, right?
Right.
Cousin Mitchell's
Grandmother.
grandmother. Because where we first started having the Page family reunion was at Mitchell's house in Dillon.
I remember him.
Okay. What I want everybody to understand is when we talk about the Page family reunion and Frank Page, the farm that that we know, that's where the Frank Page family started from, right?
That was the property.
Was the property.
And that's why it's important to keep it.
And that's why it's important to keep it. And keep it.
Well, was it their land or were they sharecroppers also?
Who?
Their land.
That's their land.
Frank, in the beginning, was it Frank's land or did they have a sharecropper?
It's Frank's land.
That 40 acres and a mule thing? Is that what it was?
I guess I don't know how he got it. And to tell you the truth, I don't know.
It could be.
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where can you find the paperwork? Is it in the courthouse or it'll be alleged? Where can you find the paperwork?
I'm sure.
There's a courthouse.
But we have to do research. You say, Marcus?
Wouldn't that be part of Ancestry.com or something?
Not the deed.
Not the deed.
You'd have to go to the courthouse with the register of deeds.
And
Okay.
you sure don't want Karen's and them to see it because they might try to take that too.
Who did Janine say?
Karen's.
People that could act like they're special because they're white. And they have the right to
Privileges.
be over.
Now you know what it is. Go ahead and say what Karen's are.
I'm trying to be politically correct.
I know,
But we family. Thanks, Muriel.
How would I say it? How would I say
You
it?
don't have to be politically correct with us. We know. You just go ahead and tell us what Karen is.
I'll tell you after you're a little older.
It's almost like Miss Annie and Mr. Charlie.
Yeah, Mr. Charlie and Aunt May.
Yeah, Miss
Mr. Charlie who?
Aunt
Miss Annie
May.
and Mr. Charlie.
Miss
That
Annie
Charlie?
and Mr. Charlie.
Annie and Mr. Charlie.
Annie said that.
Yeah.
That's what a Karen is.
Okay. Okay.
Very good, y'all.
Yeah.
Because my mother used to say that to us.
Yeah. So I have a question. So the question I have about the property is, so what was the story behind the bankers always riding through the property while, when Granddaddy was trying to pay it off? That's what I was curious about.
What's that now?
The people, the white guys that thought they were going to get the property and they would ride through thinking that they were going to take over the property.
Yeah.
Was it Johnson's?
Floyd's.
Okay. The Floyds?
Was it the Floyd's mama?
The Floyd's thought they were going to get it.
That's what Marcus was asking about. Can you tell them that story?
That's why Mary and Daddy joined and to pay the Floyd's out.
But I think Aunt Bernice told them about they would be out there working and Mr. Floyd and another man would come riding through and he would say something like, when I get the farm, I'm gonna pull that shack down. And he was talking about the house. And then he say that, Mama? Or you don't remember that?
I know they were saying things. And that sounds like,
right.
Aunt Bernice said that?
Yeah.
Mama tell you that?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Grandmama encouraged her children. She told them, I don't know which one asked, but
wait a minute, were they born yet? Weren't all of y'all born?
No, we were all born in the house.
No, not the cars.
The cars.
Everybody was born. Look, we hadn't gotten there.
The cars.
Okay, let's get there.
Let's get
Whispering and whatnot.
So we got
that house.
We're still in the house.
Okay, everybody is going in the house.
Who were they again?
Okay, start with
Janet,
Clarence,
Elrita,
and Nate.
Born in the wood house on the
wood
farm.
house.
Okay.
So whenever after that, they pay. Okay,
Wait a minute, then you moved it.
wait a minute.
What? She
Okay.
Okay, after they were born there, and then they decided to build a house, going down in the field. That big white house down in the field. They built that house up there on
With Grandmama and Granddaddy?
Yeah, they built that house up there on the hill for more children and more, they moved. And when they got the house all built up,
The big white house.
the big white house, the ones that were born down in that old house, they're so excited, they started packing up their stuff on the track, on the mule wagon. move it up to the new house, but Daddy wasn't ready for the move right there. You remember that dog? You told me this. Just that when they had all stuff on the wagon and coming up to the other house.
The children did this.
The children doing this. This was Dorothy, Robert, Bernice, Janet, Nita, and Nat. Clarence was gone. Clarence died. And so their dad looked at them. You youngins take that man's right old baby. Where you got it from?
So decided about moving to the house, and Daddy had said we're gonna move today. So we helping him move. We brought it back, and then later on that same day, my cousin Dr. McKinley came down to the house with driving a 2-horse wagon, and Daddy said, "I want you to help me move." So he loaded the stuff on the house, on the wagon, and on the wagons, and they took it back up to the house. So that began our moving to our new house in 1938.
1938.
38.
Wow.
Okay.
Daddy was
And
10
38. So then 38, 40. That's when another set came up.
Hold on, can we back up a second?
Yeah, I know. Back up a second. The Clarence, you say he died.
I was getting ready to go to him. I was getting ready to go to Clarence. You tell about Clarence passing?
Yeah, Clarence was born 30. He born 34. Dad born 33.
We're born 35.
Dad born 31. Clarence born 33. In May 33. And then in February of 34, he died. He had pneumonia, bronchitis, all that stuff. That he died. That was so Janet had a baby twice. So Janet had to be Janet's baby again. So anyway, that is spoiled her.
Oh my God.
I think Mama told me, and I don't think I dreamed this, that before Clarence died, Grandmama heard a sound that she associated with the baby. Did I make this up?
I don't think
you
you
I
did.
made this up?
I
Okay.
think my mother said something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. She said before the baby died, Grandmama heard a sound.
Yeah.
And then Clarence passed away. And then a little bit later, she had another baby, right? And she heard the sound again, and it frightened her because she thought another child was getting ready to go.
It's your same sound?
Right.
Which is probably the sound Brian heard when my mother passed away.
Brian,
wow. Yeah, Brian, that's what made him go to her room. Wow.
Was your mom gone then? When he got there? Was Aunt Bernice gone when he got there?
Yeah, he did CPR on her.
And what did the sound like?
I don't know. I was hoping Brian would be on the phone, on the call. But I don't know. But because he had been checking on her and then he fell asleep. And then he heard the sound is what he woke up and he went to
like a knock or something.
I don't know. I just remember him saying he heard something. Whenever he heard it, he went to her room.
Wow. Okay. So Clarence is between Janet and
Adrena.
Adrena. Yeah. And then the next set is Adrena,
Poppy,
and Phoebe.
But we in a new house, Ned's in the old house. And let me know, Ned's still in the old house.
Okay. Go on, take us.
So,
let me ask a question regarding the new house. Now, did Granddaddy build that house, or was this the house you moved into?
Build it.
Yeah, that he had somebody
build it. It was built
brand new.
They did what they call frame it in. And then the rooms walls had to be put up built for the rooms. And he did some of the walls in that house.
Okay.
He put up some of the walls. He brought his lumber. In other words, he cut down trees off his farm and had them sawed. tongue and glued, tongue and grooved,
Okay.
and then fix the walls. I have a picture here in my house that reminds me of our house. So sometimes when you visit with me, I'll show you that picture. It reminds me of the way that old house looked because we had an apple tree in the yard, and every year we'd have apples off the tree. Later on in they call it about maybe like June, we'd have apples from that tree.
That same apple tree that used to be there by the over there by the front porch.
No. When we were down at the old house before we moved to the new house, we had an apple tree in the yard right beside the house, and that's the only tree we had in the yard. But so when we moved to the new house, then Daddy started planting some apple trees up in here at the field near the house.
Okay.
Apple trees, plum trees, and other fruit trees.
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
So when did they move the house from the field back to where it is now?
Okay.
Yeah,
He got away to. That meant we were up to the house, our house in the new house. Then the animals are back down in the old house where the old house that just moved out of.
All the way down there.
And we got somebody to move the house, the old house, up to where it is now. And they got that house and he made it into a barn. They covered it a porch for the animals. And that's how that old house got up there.
Okay.
The place to be used, the door to enter that old house out there, we had where we go in, that was by the chimney. That's where the fireplace was. So he couldn't bring the fireplace with him, he just brought the house.
Okay.
And then the porch part of the house was, a shelter was put out there to house the animals, mule, cow. And that's how the house started being. So the house only had 2 rooms. A big room, which could be divided like in about 3 parts, and a kitchen. So that's after he brought it up, they used it as a barn and a storage place for his animals. Gradually, it took some time to make that happen, but he gradually got it going.
Is there any way we can preserve it? Is it too late?
It's too late.
It's too late.
We can get some sketches done of them though.
I think the picture that Marcus sent looks better on his picture than it does now.
Yeah.
It's all falling out like teeth.
So eventually maybe we can get a sketch of the way the farm looked before, with the house and the plants and everything, the corn and everything, the crop.
Yeah.
You build it, they will come.
That's right.
I like that.
Okay.
Yes, Miss Nancy. No, she said if we build it, they will come.
Okay. Have y'all gotten the men Buddy book?
Did y'all? I think Buddy needs to tell that one so she wake up.
That was when they moved to the new house, right, Phoebe?
We were in the new house. It was Bo-Pee. Okay, she said 1938. That's when they moved up there, right?
Yeah.
So 2 years later, 40. That's when Bo-Pee was born in a new house. And 3 years later, I was born.
Elizabeth.
What? In the new house.
Elizabeth.
And then, after a while, Buddy came along.
Octavia.
In the new house.
So I tell you like this,
Marcus,
what you gotta
sorry, Margaret. Go ahead, Margaret.
No, I ain't got. I mean, it's like they instilled in us, y'all. You know, they started from sharecropping. Yeah. They got their own farm. And when they got their farm, we went to school, children. Mm-hmm. We did not have to stay out to do farm work. Every day we had to go to school. How many went to school every day? Every day. I think we went to school for 12 years without missing a day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, we went to school for 12 years without missing a day. Mm-hmm. The reason I missed a day, not because I had to stay out and work, I had asthma. Oh. If I went to school today, just like this morning, the sun's shining, when I come back in the afternoon, the wind blowing, I couldn't go back to school the next day because my asthma caught me. I stayed out because of asthma. But I stayed out because of what? They instilled us to go to school, and that's what we all did. And they always said, I'm in this and that. I know she came down the pipe. When it got to mine, I'm standing picking cotton, looking. I said, "Wow, look at them cars on that road." I'm picking alongside my mom. She said, "You want a car?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Just keep working. You get a car." Okay. Everybody get a car. She told everybody that, but that was my time. She told me. And children, when y'all come to my house now, I said, "That's what Mama told me. Everybody have a car." I said, "Mama, I have a car." "Yeah, you have a car." I finally got mine anyway. So when y'all come up now, everybody's driving their own car. Some people got 2 cars. Some people got 3 cars. Because way back then, children, they didn't just go out and buy you a car. Other people walking around out there with cars. But we work for our car. We know how we got it. We know what we have to do to keep it.
And you took care of it too.
We had to take care of it. And so she said, "You go to school and get your car, buy your car, get your car. Why you want to get you one?" So that's what she is. If you look at all her 10 children, 9 children, they went past high school. Mm-hmm. All of them. I did too. Yeah. I didn't get as far as some people, but I went through there. Yeah. And we went for everybody. Mm-hmm. I was there. Anyway.
And Mama worked 4 years after she graduated from high school. She worked 4 years before she went to Elizabeth City.
Wow.
Oh wow. I know that.
But back up a second though.
Marcus had a question.
Was motivated.
Marcus had a question though. Marcus gave.
No, I can wait.
I'm gonna throw this one out there, then I'll throw it to Marcus. Everybody was smart. Everybody did great things, but one excelled above everyone in her class. Who was it? Ernest. Tell us about it.
Ernest was the valedictorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and cousin James Aunt was a sale, right?
We come from smart stock, y'all.
Y'all smart. Y'all some smart people.
And they went to which school?
Southside. So what now?
Which school? High school? Southside.
Southside and Roland.
Southside, or she went?
Yeah, Southside and Roland.
Everybody went to South. Everybody went to the same school. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what now. We lived in the Fairmont district. We had, the crossroads when you leave my house.
Turn right.
Go to where Aunt Nat's house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That crossroad there. Mm-hmm. We had to walk from their house to the crossroad to catch the bus. Mm-hmm. And I asked my mom and them, I said, where we gotta walk? The bus is going to Fairmont, past us as we walk in the school. The bus is passing us, going to Fairmont. That's why we got to walk. The people, they was crazy. We walking that distance to catch another bus. Go to Roland. My daddy told me, he said, Mark, he said, if something should happen, you got to go to Roland for court. That's what he told me. Now I don't know.
He said what now?
Every one of us. Huh?
He said what now?
If I would get in trouble, I I would have to go to Rolling for court. That's what my daddy told me. I don't know if he's telling me the truth or not. But anyway, township, Rolling Township. Anyway, that's what he told me. From Dorothy Roberts and everybody had to go with the road. Everybody graduated from Southside, Rolling School. Everybody. Dorothy Roberts and meeting that Buddy Philly.
I'm begging. I need help. In my moving or whatever, all this stuff in the house and moving it out and moving it back. All the obituaries that I have, I've lost my mother's. That's anybody. My mother's obituary just disappeared. I don't know where it went.
I don't have one.
Copy of a picture.
Aunt Janet's obituary.
I have a picture. I think I have a copy. What?
Shanice wants a copy.
Shanice wants a copy.
Okay, I think I got a copy.
That's what she thinks she has one.
We'll find it.
We'll
If she has it, she knows where it is. Trust me.
Thank you. Because trust me, I've been looking for it and it just disappeared. It's gone. I don't know what.
So I remember having a conversation with Daddy, and he said
Marcus had something.
he don't remember it.
Okay.
He don't remember it.
Marcus.
You all keep going. You all keep going.
See?
I'll ask you later. Keep going.
He don't remember
All
it.
right.
So Daddy said he graduated from high school at 16 because at that time they didn't have a 12th grade. Was that the same thing for you, Aunt Dorothy, and everybody else?
Ain't never read that story.
Can you believe I got one over you?
Uncle Bob said he graduated 16.
At age 16?
At the age of 16 because you didn't have what?
12th grade.
The 12th grade.
Fourth grade.
12th grade.
Ooh.
Uncle Bob said
The South Side have 12th grade.
Okay. At one time, we get grades 1 through 7 was considered elementary school. 8 through 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 was high school.
Okay.
Then they decided to put another grade on. So then elementary school extended from 1 through 9, 8. And then 9, 10, 11, 12 was high school. Okay. I didn't go through 9th grade, I believe. I had 8th grade, 10th grade. So Robert probably skipped, they probably sent him from 7th grade to 9th grade. Anyway, there's a change.
Okay.
You know the, what you call it, how people do things, how change you make. So that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it because y'all were above average that they skipped?
No, that didn't have anything to do with that.
They were smart. That's why they go. That's why
It's a change. It's a change in the policy. A change in the policy. As I said, at one time, grade 1 through 7 was elementary. 8 through 11 was high school. Okay, so before we finished high school, that's when they changed it to 9, 10, 11, 12. They put a 12th grade in. And 8th grade, 1 through 8 was elementary school. Grammar, elementary and high school. Elementary school 1 through 7. High school 8 through 11. Then they added a 12th grade, put a 12th grade in there. So anyway.
I was going to ask, you know when they added the 12th grade, which child went to 12th grade?
Which child went to 12th grade? Which child went to 12th grade the first? Which of the children went first to 12th grade?
12th grade.
Yes, ma'am.
When I finished, I was 12th grade.
You finished 12th?
Because, as I said, I finished except I didn't have 8th grade. I was 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 for 4 grades in high school. 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. So
Uncle Bob could have skipped the grade.
Yeah, there's a grade in there too. It changed. Okay, it changed him. Okay.
Okay.
Marcus.
And then Adrian.
Marcus.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry, I'm still driving. So my question is, did they have you all had like Mama she had to have a midwife to deliver all of you all?
Yeah.
Grandmama have to have a midwife.
Yeah. So Betty again.
Yeah.
Midwife. All of our children brought by midwife.
Yeah.
Hey, how old was she when she had you versus the last child? Like, what age was your mom when she had her last pregnancy?
I was on she had her last baby.
44?
Yeah.
Was she 44?
Was she 44?
She's 24 when she had Mama, and Buddy's 20 years younger.
Okay, so I got time is what you're saying then. Right?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, you got time.
Here's my time. Hello, I had Kennedy at 40. You got plenty of time.
Go ahead.
I hope my mama on and she can hear what I'm saying.
Joyce?
You got time, Jada.
Jada, we listening. It's being recorded, Jada.
But keep in mind, Jada, you may have twins.
Oh, Jesus.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Okay.
You right, Miriam.
Maybe will help with your babies.
Exactly.
So Judy, how do you get in line to ask the question?
So what, Marcus?
Hey, Deanie. That's Deanie.
Hey, sorry, lady. Hey. So how do you get in line to ask a question?
Adrian was
You go to the
next.
back of it? Okay, go ahead.
You be next, Dean, after Adrian.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
After Adrian.
Okay, hi everyone. So my question is, I know Mom told me that Grandma played basketball, and I was wondering what Aunt Dorothy and the rest of y'all did in high school, because I know I've always done a lot in high school, and I know we all did a lot of stuff when we were in high school, so I want to know what clubs or sports did y'all do?
We didn't get in any sports because in order to participate in sports, we had to stay and rehearse. And we lived out for rolling many miles. So we did not participate. Robert and I did not participate in any sports that played after school. We had to have rehearsal after school. Now anything during the day, they'd play ball games. If they had a ball game while we were at school, we could play, but after school, we couldn't take a part because we didn't have a way to get back to the schools for rehearsal. But Adriana was the only one. Adriana played basketball.
Mommy ran track.
And Bo Peep played basketball.
Aunt Janet ran track, Jimmy said. Jimmy said Aunt Janet ran track.
Well, that was done during the day while she was in school.
She didn't have to stay late.
But she didn't have to stay for rehearsal.
Okay.
So we couldn't stay because we didn't have any way to get
Transportation.
back home to and from rehearsals.
Plus, they would have plays that being participated in. This is why I like playing them plays. With some
Yeah.
plays.
I've done that.
Did you hear that, Sheila and Benita?
I'm not surprised. He was very dramatic.
Up from sleep.
Okay, back to Dean.
Okay, Dean.
Okay, so good evening, everyone, and I'm sorry I'm late. Hey,
Okay.
so I want to ask Aunt Dorothy. I know my mama was born Almeda Page. However, just hearing the stories about Aunt Mary, I know she adopted the name Mary in honor of your Aunt Mary. So do you kind of know about around what year she added the Mary to her name legally?
Okay, Almeda was born Almeda. So when the year we finished high school, that's when that second name was added. She said she should have a second name. And that's when she decided she's going to put Mary in front of her name. Now, if that's recorded in what you call it?
Registered deeds. Registered deeds.
In the registered deeds, I doubt it. She's probably just Almeida Page. But after she finished high school, that's when she added. When she finished high school, that's when she added Mary to her name because she thought that much about Mary. Aunt we had named Mary, Mary Almeida Page. After, yeah.
Ask her to go on down the line, though. What about Dorothy Page?
Darcy and Robert.
Robert had.
Daddy had a middle name.
Daddy didn't. Mama didn't have one.
Oh.
No,
Go ahead.
I didn't have one. I had mine.
Robert Franklin.
Yeah, Daddy had a
The
middle name.
boys had a middle name. But the girls didn't. Go ahead, Mama.
No, I was at church one day and they called me to speak, say my speech, Dorothy May Page. And that's when I decided I'd put May in my name.
And then Aunt Bernice.
Bernice added, was it
She
Tommy?
put hers in front.
Yeah, put her Tommy Bernice Page.
Oh, so she was not born Tommy Bernice?
They came out Dorothy, Robert, Bernice, and Janet.
Now, Phoebe and Buddy had middle names.
Phoebe and Buddy had middle names.
So when Margaret and Louise came along, that's when it was important to have a second name.
Julius on the bottom. All the men had them.
And Margaret was Margaret Elizabeth. And Louise. Octavia Louise. And Julius Caesar. The name is Julius Caesar.
Okay, because I didn't.
Robert.
Franklin. Didn't he put that Franklin on there?
He did?
No.
But I don't think he did.
Daddy changed his name. Daddy's name was Robert Frank Page, but then he changed it to Franklin because, according to what Daddy said, some kind of way. I'm trying to think. I think it was in service that it got changed when he was in service.
I know why. And this is a joke. You know your granddaddy Frank, your great granddaddy.
Right. That's what I heard.
And if you ever hear me call Phoebe Frank, it's because she started fussing and she sounds like Frank probably sounded. So Phoebe has a granddaddy's Frank side to it. Yeah, they say he was mean.
That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask another question of it. So you're saying, Aunt Dorothy, that Aunt Bernice had also added to her name as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Aunt Bernice was first and Mama was second?
Yeah. They same birthdays anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But why would she add Tommy? That's why I'm confused. Where did she get Tommy from? Because her name is Tommy Bernice.
Can't be different. She was smart that way. She had to be different. Where'd she get Tommy
knew
from?
that. I thought she was born Tommy Bernice. I didn't realize her name was Tommy until I was like 12 years old.
Wasn't Mommy Janet Octavia?
I think she called herself that.
She added it.
I think Janet kind of called herself that.
After Granddaddy.
After Granddaddy.
Yeah.
What about Aunt Bernice?
Bernice just had for some reason she liked to talk, like Tommy. She I don't remember exactly how she got Tommy and Tommy Bernice.
So it's her choice to put it on there.
Yeah, she has her chance to put it in there.
And how did she already said that Bernice was a tomboy, so the tomboy put the Tommy on there.
That makes sense.
She was a tomboy. She would climb trees, cutting trees everywhere.
Who, my mother? Bernice? Oh my gosh, that's too
I climb trees too, so I took out the.
I climbed trees. I grew up a tomboy, but I didn't know my mother was one.
Let me ask another question. So pertaining to the name, so Aunt Bernice was first by changing her name to Tommy. So I think what I remember Mama saying that if Aunt Bernice could do it, then she wanted to do it. So that's where she changed. That's why she added Mary to her name. So I think she she felt that she had that much respect for Aunt Bernice and how she went about changing her name or adding to hers, that she actually did the same thing by adding Mary to hers. So I just wanted to know when she actually added the Mary to her name. So after high school, okay, so that means she was a radical after high school.
So y'all saying I can add Prince to my name?
Do what you like. Just as long as you pay for it. Just as long as you pay for it. It costs a mint to do that. Page.
She never put another name.
They just call her Nat.
Don't mind. Where'd you get Nat from?
He was busy.
When I was in school, we had a chance of selling candy. And I bring candy home to sell it. And I bring her get into it and eat it if she could. So if she had to hide it, it's hard to hide anything from her. So a lot of times we would be outside in the yard doing something. I drove to the house. And here look. She jumping down from something. Mom said, Nat's into something. She said, they call her Nat. Because gnats is hard to keep gnats out of stuff. So that's how she got Nat. And her nickname Nat came about. So much like a gnat. So anyway.
As I figured.
Always nosy into stuff. Nat. So she never find her a middle name.
Okay, that's your assignment. Make up one you think she should have picked out.
I think that was appropriate because she was also rebellious. So I thought of her coming after Nat Turner.
She was rebellious?
That's what I thought of. I was wondering if she got that name because of that.
You said she was rebellious.
G.
G-N-A-T. It's not just N-A-T.
Right. But I thought that was fun. I thought the twist on the spelling was fun.
Gwendolyn, Gwendolyn.
Do you have something else? You need to unmute.
I don't have anything. Thank you very much, Aunt Gus. I don't have anything else.
Okay. All right.
Excuse me for a second. Quick question. Mandel, hey Mandel. Gwendolyn, why did you think Aunt Nat? Why do you say Aunt Nat was rebellious?
Because she was a free spirit. When I say rebellious, I mean that she had a mind of her own. So she wasn't gonna just toe the line. So that's why I say rebellious.
Oh. Okay.
Not meaning mean or anything, but she had a strong will.
Okay. Where's Samira?
I'll tell Mom because that sounds like Nicole.
Free spirit. Free spirit.
She's related to Aunt Nat. This is what I hope one day. And you guys just think about it.
I said that's how Nicole is. Free spirit. That's my Aunt Nat.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what Nicole gets.
Okay. Uh-oh.
What's wrong, Rose?
Y'all still there?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I just did a quick. This is what I want before we go a little bit further. Okay, Phoebe, when the house was torn down, did you have the porch? The porch remains, right? The cement porch. And it's my dream, my imagination, those who have experience with horticulture, flowers, whatever, I'd like to put out a memorial garden out at the house for our family, for family members. Just think about it. Inclusive of the porch. Trees, anything that's easily maintained. Just whatever you think. Okay, just start thinking about it. I know Brandon is very creative, as well as I know others, but I know Brandon is, I know of his art. So, y'all think about it.
Put Ratchet Rachel out there. Yeah. Ratchet Rachel out there.
I don't know.
I like that idea, and one thing I like to add to that.
Miriam, go ahead.
I like that idea. One thing I like to add to that, if it's okay with my brothers, I like to, once we get the garden, pour my mother's ashes there because I still have them on my mantle, and that's not where she wants to be. She wanted to be. We have a statue in the backyard in Fayetteville, but that statue has been removed. So I still have her ashes, and I need to release them.
Okay. Well, you guys
I'm gonna tell you what. When I came up and saw the house gone, I cried.
It's gone?
The house. The house gone. And it took me a while to maybe at Christmas. I'm okay now with driving up the driveway and I don't see the house, but I see the pine tree. I see the pine tree because I remember when Grandmama passed, Dawn wouldn't go in the house. On the day of the funeral, she wouldn't go in the house. She was out there around the pine tree. So I'm okay now. But something that's really easy to care for, so we won't have to tax Margaret and Louise.
Right.
And maybe if we send a picture to Brandon of the house that Lita, his grandmother, was born in, he could maybe fix up some sort of painting, a model or something. And if I have to pay Brandon, I will.
And then those of you who have degrees in, what was it, landscape architect?
Graphic, Marcus, Nicole, graphic design.
Sheila Page.
Horticulture. Horticulture. Okay, who are the names? Marcus?
Nicole.
No. I do not have, my background is transportation.
Not you, your child.
Yeah, but you said Marcus, Nicole.
No, Marcus' daughter, Nicole. Come on, Coley. Coley is talented.
Creative. And Wesley, right?
Yeah, Wesley's very
got
creative.
An artistic eye.
Yeah, they do.
And Brandon.
And Brandon's on top there too. Sheila majored in
city planning.
Majored in what?
Mine was urban studies.
Anyway, y'all just those bisons. Huh?
That's those bisons.
But that's what we want to do. I know it's getting late. Anybody else have something else you want to say?
I want to know about the twin gene. Where did it come from?
Wow. The twin gene. Where did the twin gene? I can have twins.
I think that's just something that is not necessarily any
I don't know.
I don't think it necessarily came from any side. It just happened.
But it's happened again.
Look, the boy Esau and Jacob were twins, so you set aside find twins along the way. I don't know that it gave me a special trait.
But
fraternal twins are usually genetic.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's and since the cycle has started, again with the nieces and nephews. Yeah, it's genetic. It's in our genes, in our DNA somewhere, somehow.
Well, because Randy was a twin.
Right.
Randy was a twin, and for Uncle Bob to have twins, it's in our DNA.
So Uncle Bob, Mama, Uncle Bob.
Yeah.
Mama, Uncle Bob.
Aunt Janet. Aunt Janet.
And Aunt Janet.
And Aunt Dorothy. Yeah, Mama. That's Mama. Okay.
And then Jen, Aunt, and so it skipped Shanice, Johnny, and Randy.
Well,
no, it didn't skip.
But I missed it. See what happened? I got on the line, and then when it came my turn,
she's related to Sylvie.
But Randy was a twin, man.
Right.
Randy was a twin.
So there's no generation skip there.
And then Joy had twins.
So there's no generation skip.
And I think I had twins and miscarried. I had twins and miscarried, I think. because the doctor said it were 2 eggs. So, yeah.
Well, let me ask you. Okay, Aunt Dorothy, do you remember any of your aunts or your grandparents or anyone else above having twins?
Cora has just Cora had a set of twins.
There it is.
And Cora is a granddaddy sister, right?
Granddaddy sister.
Dad's sister.
Okay.
She had there's a boy and a girl.
Paternal. There it is.
See? And then, okay, on Mama's side,
Yeah.
there's a set of twins from her side too.
Yeah. And then Mama's cousins. There's some twins. The Nichols girls. In the Nichols family. Somebody there has a set of twins. They happen to have twins. But anyway, it's just genetics. It's just this thing that comes in is that you want.
But now so you're saying it's in the genes of her music.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's going to continue because, Janice's, her niece had twins. And then, that's why I tell Ken, don't bring nothing in here you can't eat, because you going to
Get out of line. I went to my
I was just curious. I was just asking. I know she said it's genetics, but you all didn't find that interesting that each one of you had twins? The older ones had twins?
That's strange.
The first 4.
So many of you had twins. Did you find it strange that so many of you had twins?
I do. I've seen anything like that before.
She hadn't seen anything like that before?
Yeah, because Marcus was behind me, so they didn't know he was there, so they were stitching Mommy up.
And she said, "Steady."
Wait a minute, but Judy, I'm glad that my name was Mamie Ellen for my grandmother. I'm so glad.
You died that bullet.
My name is Mamie Ellen.
So now if I call you Mamie.
Yeah, and then Mommy told me that the nurse kept saying, I think there's another baby, and my mother kept saying, please leave me alone, because she was so nice. Leave me alone.
She said, stop playing.
Yeah. Don't sit down somewhere.
Miriam, where were you guys born?
In November.
Where?
Oh, in Fayetteville.
Y'all born in Fayetteville. Was Brian born in Fayetteville as well?
Yeah, Brian was the first baby in the maternity ward, the new maternity ward in Cape Fear Valley. He was a flag tape baby.
Of course.
14.
So is mine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Can we name all of us in order?
Oh yeah.
I know there's Janet.
I can do you. Oh no, I can't do y'all in order.
Okay, Janet.
You my twins?
No.
All 29 grandkids. I can't do that in order.
Can we do it on a spreadsheet?
We can just make some of the aunties and uncles. That'll make it easier. Start with Aunt Dorothy and name her kids. And then Mommy name her kids. Do it that way.
Janet, Janice, Rodney,
Johnny, then Brian. Because Johnny's birthday is the 4th, and Johnny's birthday is the 4th, and Brian's birthday is the 14th.
Let's do a spreadsheet.
The 6th, my bad.
Let's do a Google sheet. Put it
on the screen. I know we can't think like that.
I'm 60 now. I claim it.
What I do know is that Ellen is the youngest. And Janet is the oldest.
I should be able to name all of y'all, but I was with all of y'all.
She took care of all of us.
I took care of all of y'all. I should name all of y'all.
So Janet,
let me just say this, because I don't know if you all realize that when Marcus was talking about grandmother, he said mamas. That's what we said.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said mama. Did you all call her mamas?
No.
Grandma. Grandmama.
Yes. Yeah, we call her mama.
Oh, grandmama also had the name of my mama.
See, everybody had a different.
And she called everybody my buddies from them. Okay.
Yeah.
I used to call my mother my buddy.
I call them mama.
Yeah, we call them mamas.
Yes.
Keep telling Jada that twin gene is there and she can have 2 for 1.
Yeah, and she definitely will, because she's at the age where the body's trying to dump the eggs. So and the DNA is already there, so she is going to have twins. Don't call me, because I did a whole research on twins and the order of twins, the characteristics of twins, and why the alpha twin is the way the alpha twins. I've done a whole research on it. So call me and ask me about it. I can tell you.
Mm.
That's why. Yeah.
See you.
Isn't it the case of the Nigerians are known for twins? Because
they have a certain potato that you can eat if you're Nigerian that will make you have twins.
You got a potato in your hand too, Jada.
I'm putting this is the normal potato I'm putting in
You have to go to the Nigerian market to get that potato.
I guess you won't be going to the Nigerian market, right, Jada?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah.
So, Janice and Janet, y'all were born in South Carolina or North Carolina?
We were born in South Carolina at St. Eugene Hospital, which is now
McLeod.
Yes.
Okay.
And the old hospital that Jeff and I were born in has been torn down because I'm trying to think. The old hospital, was it in front of where the new hospital is, or was it over to the side? I forgot. Jen and I were born at St. Eugene Hospital in Dillon.
And then Joyce was born in was Joyce born in
Joyce was born in St. Eugene.
In Dillon as well. Judy Rose.
Yes. Judy was born in St. Eugene.
Then Mama came to Lumberton and got a boy. I told her to send him back to Lexington.
And I was gonna trade him in for a puppy. And I forgot. I should have.
Not too late.
Mandel, you want to say something, honey? Mandel? I'm your baby.
Hey, sorry. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry I was late.
It's okay. It's so good to see all of y'all.
Do you have any questions, Mandel?
What you say?
Do you have any questions you want to ask about the family? About the sisters, the aunts, and the uncles? Or your mom and her family?
Give me a second.
Okay. Brandon, you have any questions?
I do have a question. So, how did everybody become so fast?
Uh-oh. You froze on us.
You froze. Try it again, Mandel.
Okay,
she's frozen.
Okay, do it again, Mandel. You froze, baby.
I said I wanted to know who was the person that brought music into the family. Because I've never seen a family that's so into music.
Yeah. We like John Legend's family, singing and everything. Look at me, y'all.
Y'all, you know, tell it, Mama, about who brought music. Why is such a music?
Music to the family. My mother insisted that all of us take music. She paid the music for me in high school. I was in high school, took music. But she paid for Bernstein music also. As a result, we have pushed you all to take music. I didn't know you could have a house without a piano.
I got one. The first thing I bought when I bought my house was a piano. You're right.
Mandel, you have a piano.
Mandel has a piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, I you could have a house without having a piano in it. Yeah. I thought that was like a sofa.
Man, don't tell me I got kicked out of piano lessons.
Ooh, dang!
Don't tell them I got kicked out.
You know what? I can't say a hot
thing about that, but
look, and I did myself an injustice because we took piano lessons, Marcus and I never learned to read music, but Marcus did. So he would teach me the piece, and then we go to piano lesson. I was playing like I was reading a note. but Marcus had taught me. So I can't play, but I can play a little bit. But Marcus,
that's amazing though. Joyce told me not everybody has that ear. I thought anybody could pick up a song and play it.
Oh no, I can't do that.
And Aunt Bernice had that ability. Aunt Janet, Aunt Nat. I have it a little bit.
I can hear a song once and sing the song the next day verbatim.
See, we need to develop that.
I'm not sure what my niece was supposed to be growing up, but it was something about with music. I just never figured it out. But Kennedy does the same thing. She can hear a song, and the next day she'll sing it.
Yeah.
Let's go,
my
y'all.
mom could sit down and play a song with no music.
See?
Who can do that, Mandel?
It came from somewhere because my mom insisted that we encouraged us to become musical. And I'll tell you what, the piano at the house, okay, the church, a man in our church had gotten the piano at church, and our church, St. Paul, couldn't pay for it. So Mom took it and finished the payments on the piano. So that's how we got the piano that was at our house. So Mom's children had a way to practice playing the piano. So that's how we came along. And we couldn't go anywhere on Sunday. So we'd get on the piano and play and sing. And you youngers keep some stories around that. Anyway, we could sing. And that's how it happened along with music. Yeah. Encouraged us.
Yeah. A little nugget, since Mama brought up grandmother and the church, did you know Grandmama was responsible for the pews at St. Paul Church?
All the pews?
All the pews, yes.
What do you mean she was responsible for it?
She had programs, the promotions. Go ahead. Tell us about it.
She had
fundraisers.
She would sell peanuts. She would sell peanuts. She would parch peanuts and bring them and sell them. And she had different little fundraisers. So when you come back to St. Paul and you see the pews, just know that it was your grandmother's effort, project, that helped pay for those pews.
But not the pews that we have now, right?
Yeah, it's the pews now.
It's the pews we have now.
They've just been recovered.
They just been covered.
Okay, that was first put men that didn't have cushions.
They didn't have cushions.
Later on, they put cushions in our lifetime, Sheila, in our adult lifetime, Sheila.
Right, our adult lifetime, because when we were children, they didn't have pews. We didn't have cushions, right?
That's to keep people from going to sleep.
No, Lolita would go to sleep all the time.
Yeah. We'll have to include a picture of the pews, too. One thing that I want to do maybe this summer, Mama, is Granddaddy Frank and Grandmama Martha, Great-Granddaddy Frank and Great-Grandmama Martha, are they buried at Zion Hill?
I know Granddaddy is buried at Zion Hill.
You don't know where Grandmama's buried?
I wish she's buried.
I want to. Granddaddy's buried at Zion Hill, and this summer I want to go. I want to go and clean their tombstones to get the moss and the mildew and the mold off of it. And I want to see if I can haul my cousins, Craig, my brother and my cousin, my brother Craig and my cousin Rodney out to help me. That's just something I want to do, is to clean up Granddaddy's tombstone. So whenever we come down that way, then if you want to see it, then that's where. When we celebrated Mama's birthday, 96th birthday, last June, the alumni director for Elizabeth City State joined us to wish Mama her happy birthday. It was Mama graduated from Elizabeth City in 1951, right, Mom?
Yeah.
And last year was 2021. That was Mama's 70th class reunion.
My.
70th.
Nay, who
class
was
reunion.
the director? Who was the alumni director? Was it my aunt? Jeanette Evans?
No, it was a guy.
Oh, okay.
And he said something very interesting. Mama was the first one in her family to go to college. Mama was the first one to graduate from high school. Mama was the first one to go to college. Okay, because Mama went to college. Uncle Bob went to college.
No, they had been before I went.
They had been before. She was the first. You were the first one to graduate, right?
Yeah.
You were the first one to graduate
High school.
from high school. Had they graduated from college before you?
Daddy didn't graduate from college.
Daddy didn't graduate.
Daddy was drafted.
Robert was drafted to the Army. He didn't get college.
Okay, had Aunt Bernice graduated when you graduated?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine was the second one.
My friend's ready for shout.
So Elizabeth City and Shaw. And look
Shaw
what,
University, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
and,
Go Spartans.
and look where
Right.
Aggie Fried, because A&T started at Shaw. And look from Shaw.
And how most of the black colleges did
From
start.
Shaw University, Elizabeth City, and Aunt Nita graduated from Barbara Scotia.
Barbara Scotia.
So Shaw, Elizabeth City, Barbara Scotia.
Okay, and look where the grads graduated.
And look where the children graduate. So from Shaw,
Me,
Elizabeth City, and Barbara Scotia, look where you came from.
ECU.
and granted, he didn't graduate, but I'll give him his A&T.
And that's why I chose A&T. That's why I wanted to go to A&T, because Uncle Bob went to A&T.
And you Pride.
And you know, Marcus went to A&T. My mother didn't see to go to A&T. Bernice
Who
went
went
to
to
A&T.
Mendo.
Marcus.
Marcus went to A&T.
Yeah. And Bernice wouldn't let me go to A&T. I wanted to go to A&T. She wouldn't let me.
Okay, that's why I wondered why you two separated, because Daddy wouldn't let us separate.
See, and my brother Brian was against us separating. He said, "You all need to go to the same school," but Mommy said no for me to go to A&T. So she thought sending me to Shaw, the Baptist school, was better for me.
Little did she know.
That's all my life.
So here's my next question. Y'all know how close we are, right? The first cousin, we are so close. It's ridiculous, like sisters and brothers, clearly. So my always when I got to older age, I always wondered, why didn't I know Aunt Dorothy, Buddy, Phoebe, y'all's first cousins like we know our first cousins? Because I'm gonna tell you, this is why. This is one thing that always popped in my head. When Fairmount High School in the band, they went to Washington, I was in the 7th grade. And so it was all of us. It was Barry, Gail, Dawn, Susie, me and Lolita. But James Edwards was also in the band. And I didn't know he was our cousin.
I don't know why you didn't know that James was your cousin.
Yeah, Boo Boo was in the band. And I didn't find that out until a couple of years ago. He was like, yeah, I was there. I was just like, but how did I not know you? Even though I was in the 7th grade, but how did I not know you if you were part of, you know what I mean? Part of our family. And that always blows my mind. Because you know how Phoebe always say, you don't need friends, you got your family. So that always shocked me, and how I didn't know. I knew that Robert and Martha were my cousins, and I don't know how that came about. But I didn't know the rest of I knew Beverly, but the rest of them I didn't know them.
But you know what? Even saying that, look at our children and how they need to connect. I know they were trying to connect having meetings and stuff, they kind of know each other, but they need to continue because
Yeah.
you know, we ain't gonna be here forever.
True.
They need to know each other. They really need to know each other.
Mhm.
And,
And where they came from.
And
where
not
they came from.
and not trying to belittle that part, but they're spread apart.
Right.
Yeah,
We were together.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were in Marietta. We go to the same church together, and I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They would go to Turner, but we would go to Turner to visit, and I don't know these are my people.
And who she's talking about is Grandmama's sister, Aunt Aries. Y'all may not remember. Marcus and Mary, y'all remember Aunt Aries?
I remember the name.
Mary
I don't
Jane?
remember her.
I do.
Of course
I
you
do.
Those are Aunt Aries.
I do.
Thank you, Marcus.
Cut him off. Mute him.
So I just have a quick question about churches. So why did Granddaddy Page go to a different church?
At the church, Daddy always attended church in South Carolina. So when he married Mama, he still never come back with Mama. Okay, Mama went to church in St. Paul.
AME, yeah.
Daddy went to AME Church in South Carolina, Canaan, yeah. So he never joined St. Paul. He always stayed with Canaan. So, but anyway, he helped Mama with her activities at church, but he still kept his membership at Canaan.
Well, normally it would be the woman going to the man. I wonder why Grandmama didn't go to Granddaddy's.
Just like Grandma go with Granddad.
He didn't want to go to St. Paul.
She didn't want to go to Granddad.
She didn't want to
Why
go
did
to
Grandma
Granddaddy's.
move with Granddad?
She probably
I have a question.
Hold on a second. Here's the answer.
Well, Mom was with the man who started St. Paul. She knew about Granddad at St. Paul's upbringing, so you think she's gonna leave that?
Great
Moses Ford.
Okay.
He's one of the founders of St. Paul AME Church.
And that was Grandmama's granddad.
Mama's granddaddy.
He raised her. He raised her.
Oh,
yeah. She grew up in the South. Yeah.
Okay.
Who had a question?
Me?
Susie?
Yes. If Granddaddy was a member of Canaan, why is he buried at Mount Zion?
No. Yeah.
Zion Hill.
Zion Hill. I'm sorry. Yeah, Zion Hill. Why did he switch?
You talking about the great granddaddy or Granddaddy Frank?
Not our granddaddy.
No.
He's around the corner from you.
They buried him there to watch over his property. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's where he wanted to go.
Oh.
That's where his people.
That's where Daddy wanted to go.
And that's where his people are.
Okay.
His dad's out there, and he has some sisters out there.
Oh, okay. That's
okay. Out there too.
Oh, that's good. Well, I think that's okay. Anyway.
Here's another question. Go ahead, Jane. Go ahead, Niecy.
Mommy never joined Willow Oak.
That's right.
Yeah. She's always saying, "Oh, St. Paul."
That's why she's always coming to our programs.
So, question. Where did we have Granddaddy's funeral then?
In Hamer. In St. Matthew.
I knew it was St. Matthew. So why did we do St. Matthew if Canaan was his home church?
Okay.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Leave my granddaddy alone.
Dad was a teacher. He was a lay member.
Oh.
And he got into a lot of stuff for teaching, and the lay organization is a teaching organization, right?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
He teach to Canaan people some things, and he couldn't get them to cooperate with him, so he joined St. Matthew AME Church at Hamer.
Got it.
Because he had better cooperation with people over there.
Okay.
And that's where he was. So they had his funeral at St. Matthew, but he brought back to Zion for burial.
Gotcha.
You ever wonder why you teach so well? Look at that. It's in your blood. All of us teach, don't we?
All of us teach.
One way or another.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got 15 months to go.
All right then.
I already finished. Okay.
Let me ask a question. So did Grandmama and Granddaddy graduate from high school?
No.
How far in school did they get to go?
But Mom got to 7th grade, but she couldn't go any farther when she finished elementary school.
Okay.
She couldn't go any farther.
And Granddaddy.
I don't know. After Granddad didn't get to 7th grade. He got me about 4th or 5th grade, but
somewhere about 3rd grade.
Somewhere about the 4th grade. He said.
Isn't that amazing?
And and Grandmama. Oh my goodness! I look at my grandmama. I look at Mama, and Mama had gone to college.
Granddaddy.
Woo, Granddaddy too.
She might have been one of those hidden fences.
Hidden figures.
Figures.
Figures, guys.
I didn't know the difference, so I was like, "It sounds good to me."
I was making sure you listened.
Dirty girl.
Yes. But
and if you and looking at our family and your children, they got. I'm not belittling anybody, but they got a lot of their smarts from the Pages, from Grandmama and Granddaddy. Got a lot of them.
How many speeches?
I was just thinking that.
How many speeches did she write for some of you people to sing?
Child, I don't even know.
Right.
Break it down.
She wrote
That's
down
mine
some
too, Gary. That's mine too.
Yes, she
The
wrote down.
angel of the Lord came down and rolled the stone away.
And she taught Craig, was it Craig or Judy? If I be sweet,
Craig.
That was Craig. If I be sweet, I'll go to Jackson Street.
My grandma said, if I be sweet, then she will take me to Jackson Street. Something like that. Yeah.
I'll go to here.
She taught Randy something too. When Randy was here, he wanted to go home. That Greyhound Run, I'll be a long go. I'll be a long boy. Randy, that was here, and he was ready to go back to Reach Fair. So his grandma said, "That Greyhound Run, I'll be a long boy."
So Margaret, you may not remember this, and so I know all of you won't remember this, and we'd be in the house playing and stuff. But mamas would have me go hide in the car, and we would go pick up Margaret in Lumberton from work every night. You all never knew I was gone, and Granddad would have me a Coca-Cola and a peanut butter man. That's why I like peanut butter man to this day. Y'all didn't even know I was gone. Even Mom didn't even know I was gone.
I knew.
I didn't know.
See, I wish Joyce heard that because she thought she was the only one.
Yes.
I wish she heard you.
I wish she heard you, because sometimes Granddaddy going to the store, and as the car is going down the hill, as you pass the pine tree that's going down the hill, a little kid will pop up in the back seat, and that'll be Joyce waving to us. And when she comes back, she's got something that Granddaddy bought her, and would not share.
Oh, I thought it was just me. They say,
and she thought it was just her.
Mama say, "Hey, Dale, go get in the car. Don't tell anybody, and lay down in the back." And she have a blanket back there for me, and Granddad bring me a Coca-Cola in a bottle, and Mama have me a little peanut butter nab. I was in heaven.
Y'all call Grandmama Mama?
Yeah, we
We call her Mama.
Wow.
Mama.
I know.
But you just haven't had the best barbecue sandwich in the whole wide world till you were with Granddaddy, and he took you off, and we got a barbecue sandwich and a soda.
Oh, really? Oh, look at that.
So that's where Daddy got it from.
But you know what?
I didn't know why Daddy would do that.
None of the boys. He just did it to
Because my Daddy would do that every now and then. He'd say, "Come on, Pump, get in the truck." Okay. And then we go off. I'm like, "Oh, okay. Fine by me. Let's go get ice cream, Daddy."
Granddaddy would take me to Daddy World store and get them 1 cent cookies, those flour, those Daisy Wheel cookies. Mm-hmm. Yep, I would get those.
Susie be over here at the house playing with Craig, and as the sun start going down, she's looking out the window. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want Granddaddy. And Granddaddy come get her.
Yep.
Granddaddy come get her. I want to go home. I want to go see Grandma.
Do y'all want to do this again?
Yes.
At some point?
Yes. I enjoy it.
Brandon, did you have something to say? Brandon? Nothing?
Just here listening. I'm good right now.
Okay. Jim?
I'm just listening. Same thing. We're just listening.
Jenna? Maybe she's cooking. Okay. He said he's just listening.
Yeah, I'm listening right now too as well. So I'm like in and out through the grill.
Where you going?
No, I was grilling some ribs. So
look at you.
Like in and out.
Okay.
On her way.
Jim.
What she say, Jenna?
She said thing. Okay.
You're not deploying, are you? Are you going to over there, Syria, wherever they are? 82nd Airborne?
I'm not. They didn't pick my name for that. I was like, they picked everybody else's name, but mine, I was like, good. The crazy thing, I was going past and they was talking about how to brush your teeth in the field. I was like, they said, wear your vest like this, put your pouch like this. I was like,
yeah.
Thank you.
So y'all can have that.
Yeah. Anything else being said there, you get to get your arm across something.
Yes, ma'am. I have one trivia question. If anybody can answer this. Who was the first Page family member to march in the marching band, and what instrument did they play?
Gwendolyn flute.
Nope.
Dorothy French horn.
Dorothy.
Who?
Dorothy.
That's right.
The French horn.
Marching band at ECSU.
Wow. Okay.
So how many of us were in the band?
I'm still there.
I switched the corners, but I'm still an honorary band member.
I'm still there.
Wait a minute, does being head majorette count?
Yeah.
And that personality.
Still there.
Aunt Dorothy, what made you choose Elizabeth City?
What made you choose Elizabeth City?
What's my name?
I wrote it. I went to go somewhere far away from
And boy, did she do it. Oh my
That right
goodness.
Yeah, get away from Robinson County.
and then to end up here. How long were you graduated? How long before you graduated did you come back to Fairmont?
Take you to get back to Fairmont the first time.
The first time?
You mean after she graduated? Or
Yeah, after you. Okay, so after you graduated, did you?
But I leave it in the evening, get to Fairmont the next day. Enter overnight, like
to make one trip.
Back to. I come back to Rome on the bus.
Okay.
Elizabeth City to Raleigh, changed to Raleigh for the bus heading south. It was a long time.
So when you graduated from college, did you stay in Elizabeth City or did you come back to Fairmont?
When you graduated from college, did you stay in Elizabeth City?
No. I was ready to get out.
Now, what was wrong with Elizabeth City?
But wait a second, Gwendolyn. When you left Elizabeth City, did you come back to Fairmont?
Yeah, Yes, I did. Yeah, I came back home. Yes.
Okay, and you graduated from Elizabeth City in 50 what?
Yes.
51.
51, and you married in 53?
Yes, married. You graduated in 51.
Yes.
And married in 53.
Yes.
So 2 years you stayed in Fairmont, not married, at the house.
Yes.
Okay.
I was daddy. I was home at the home. I was daddy and mom.
Okay.
When were you in Myrtle Beach? This when you went in Myrtle Beach?
She been daddy in
what was the year? I worked in Myrtle Beach. It's January what? 52.
51 to 52. 52.
Somewhere, yeah.
She went to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina.
And you were married in January of 53, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm done.
You went to Elizabeth City and found that sailor man from Norfolk.
That's what I gotta do.
Yep.
Gotta go to Elizabeth City.
Hoorah!
I'm just saying. Mine might be old as the
Hoorah!
But it got benefits.
That's right.
Okay, anybody else?
Doctor, what you do when you graduated high school before you went to college?
Those 4
you work in a
years.
farm, or did you go somewhere else?
I went to high school.
After you graduated and before, where did you work between the time you graduated?
On the farm. Farm work. I was at home with dad. We did farm work.
Hey, Robert.
And what hit you?
Get out of here.
She came to a realization. What dawned on you? You were working on the farm.
Yeah, I can't do this all my life, so I'll get out of here.
Amen.
Like the remaining of us. You were a trailblazer, Dorothy.
Before I finished high school, I wanted to become a nurse. I had applied for training. I could get it. I could get an army. I would be an army nurse.
Okay.
See, I could get that training without having to pay for it.
Okay.
And I applied for it. I administered at a school in Durham. And my mother said to me, don't want you to be a nurse. So I think that'd be too hard. You'd be working more for the nurses than you'd be nursing. So she taught me how to do it.
Did she say about what?
She taught you what, under?
The color.
She said, go ahead.
They said, if I went to nursing school, I'd be working for the white nurses instead of working, doing actual work.
Mm-hmm.
So mom said, maybe you don't need to go there.
Yes.
So let cut that out.
Yes.
It was a sign of the times.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't go. I wanted to be a nurse when I finished high school, but I didn't get there. Then later on, they stayed on the farm. I said, I get out of here. I got a chance to go enroll in school in Elizabeth City. And I didn't have the money to pay for it. I went as a work student. I worked as I went to school, worked as I studied. And that was in 47.
I did that too.
And
I did work
51. At 51 that I graduated from Elizabeth City.
Watch this. How old were you when you left to go to Elizabeth City?
Okay. I must have been, 20 something.
Okay, when you left, you had to leave Lumberton. You picked up in Lumberton or Rowland?
Okay, we left. We went to Dillon and got the bus.
Caught the bus.
Caught the bus because I had to get some more stuff to put in my bag to take me to school with me.
Okay, you rode the bus from Dillon to Raleigh.
I rode the bus from Dillon to the airport to Raleigh.
What happened when you got to Raleigh?
When I got to Raleigh that day on my way to Elizabeth City, I got to Raleigh about 5 o'clock. And they said it would be 5 o'clock tomorrow morning before a bus started to Elizabeth City. So about that time, a teacher I knew that worked in that room while I was there came up. She said, Dorothy, what are you doing here? And I told her my story. said, I can't let you stay down here tonight. And so she took me to her house and kept me overnight. And the next morning, she took me back to the bus station to get me on the bus to get to Elizabeth City. So that's
What about your hair?
Also, when I left home, I had left home. When I left, I think I may have had plaits. 2 plaits hanging down, 2 plaits. My hair was a little bit longer than it is now. So she took me to a beautician, and the girl gave me some curls. So I went to school the next day. She took me to her house, had my hair done, let me sleep. And next morning she cooked me some breakfast. Put me on the bus to Elizabeth City.
Isn't that something?
You know that's then.
That was a blessing from God.
That's what home folk do for you.
So, Denise, no wonder why we still at school 15 hours after that.
And everybody else gone. You got the only car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Walking out there. But I got 15 months. I just want to make that announcement.
Something about teaching.
Okay.
Okay, y'all.
And that's why we do
what we do.
That's why we do what we do, because
it's in our fiber.
It's in our fiber. We're gonna help somebody.
Yeah.
Because I was
himself.
10, 11 o'clock at night myself.
Yeah.
Does Austin have anything you want to say?
Austin, do you want to say anything?
Hey, Austin spouse.
I'm sad I missed the whole conversation.
We're recording it.
It's recorded? Okay, great.
Yeah.
This is a recording.
Hey, I'm Dorothy. Everybody else.
Phoebe and Buddy over there too.
You got it right. What about Phoebe and Buddy?
Oh, I see them. Hey, on, Phoebe. Hey, on, Buddy.
Okay.
And see, Austin can call Margaret and Louise aunt. If we tried to call them aunt,
we get our feelings
that was a major sin.
Oh yeah.
Let me try not to call them mine.
I know, right? Try that if you want to.
My cousin Austin, I heard it the other day. He calls me Cousin Janice.
Everyone on the panel that's older than me. Nope.
Okay. This was the panel. I have an announcement.
All right,
the panel is getting tired.
Okay.
And we have 2 panel members who need to travel across the country. Get home.
Across the pond.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for this.
Yeah. We have to look and do it again. Thank y'all. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, guys. See everybody. Marks, Muriel.
Yeah, we do it again tomorrow night. Do it again tomorrow night.
Mama wants to know when we do another one, okay? I love you guys dearly.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Marcus, for spearheading this. Love you all.
Hold on a second. Hold on. The Pope wants to talk.
The Pope wants to speak.
I love all of you, and I thank you so much for doing what you do. Thank you. I love you.
Love you.
Thank you for setting the trend out, Dorothy. It's because of you we do this.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
I love you.
Love you guys. Good night.
Night night.
Bye, everybody.
Y'all know y'all ain't getting off. We're at the party.
Or at the after party.
We're at the party. Y'all know y'all ain't getting off.
Now you know if you stay on, Phoebe gonna want to stay on. I know Judy's gonna be gone, but you know Phoebe don't want to miss out.
Phoebe and Buddy never get to see them.
That's right. This is their time.
This is their time to see everybody.
This is their time.
They live. They are live.
Y'all look strange, and I ain't gonna see you tomorrow. You look strange.
Oh man.
That baby Buddy don't get to be on there for much. Where did they go? Where did Dorothy and them go?
That was Judy's device. So what Buddy and Phoebe could do now is turn on Janice's device, and then it won't have the echo anymore.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Go ahead on technology.
We do what we can. We do what we can.
Oh, y'all! I just found out.
Phoebe, do you see the microphone at the bottom of your screen?
Hold on, I sent a request.
Oh, good.
Okay, Phoebe. Click that.
You got it.
Oh, I can't. Ellen, I can't. I don't see that. Stop. There she go. Let me see where the volume is.
We can hear it, Janice.
Can y'all hear?
Yes.
We can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can hear them.
All right, y'all. I have to go. I got to get back to it.
Bye, Robert.
Judy's got the first part recorded.
Okay.
No, it's still recording. It's still recording now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, it is.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Robert.
Oh.
What you doing?
All right, I'm out, y'all. Got to go clean up the kitchen.